Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Yup, today one of them days. You got to get that work out. There's definitely a walk to the corner one. You definitely got to get that work. Mayor Jim Kenney, Mayor of Philadelphia, Democratic Party member. Yeah, you got to get that work. You asked me for this. You asked me for this. So Mayor Jim Kenney had the audacity after the South Street shooting, right? After the mass shooting on South Street, and his first public appearance and addressing the media, right? He thought it was a bright idea to say how tired he is and how he can't wait to leave office so he can begin to enjoy life again. Because right now he can't enjoy life because everything that's happening in the city, right? All the homicides and violence or whatever the case may be. He's saying he can't enjoy life and his life is consumed by violence in Philadelphia, right? So he can't wait to leave office. So he doesn't have to deal with these things anymore, right? You low life level piece of crap. So guess what happens when you leave office? Guess what still happens? Those citizens that you're supposed to represent, your constituents, the people that elected your punk behind mayor, guess what they still got to live with and deal with? The same stuff that you can escape from and you ain't got to deal with, you ain't got to hear about it, you ain't got to speak on it, it's not going to be in your neighborhood. Not only that, but do you realize that any part of your brain remember when you decided you wanted to run for mayor of Philadelphia? Not once but twice. Ain't nobody come knock on your door. I don't think no black people or no neighbors, because that's who dying. Let's call a spade a spade. Ain't that many people that look like you that's dying. I don't think a gang of black people came and knocked on your door and asked you to run for mayor of Philadelphia because they thought you can change anything. No, if anything, you have dropped the ball. The city has gotten worse under your watch. We've had historic homicide numbers, historic carjackings, historic unemployment, all under your watch. Ain't nobody for you to pass the buck to. So once you just go ahead and resign, once you go ahead and do everybody a favor, resign. Nah, or you ain't going to do that. Because what you're going to do is finish your term so you can enjoy your $180,000 pension, at least $180,000 pension that you're going to get for the rest of your life. And that security detail that you're going to get for the rest of your life. No part of your brain even thought about what you were saying. You can't wait till you leave office so you don't got to deal with this no more so you can enjoy life. But goddamn, you know what? Only thing we want to do too is enjoy life. Did you think about that? No, it's not your problem no more. That's what you're saying. It wasn't your problem from the beginning. You seen that you had the chance to win and be the mayor of a major city in America, and you chomped at the bit to fulfill some self goals or whatever your motivational factor was. Because in that statement, you told me your motivational factor wasn't to improve the conditions for Philadelphia residents. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. It's an epidemic that existed prior to COVID, that's still going to be here well after COVID, that's going on currently, when nobody's talking about COVID no more. So I always judge a person based off of not when everything is cool, not in a sober environment where everything's going right. Nah, I judge a person in the face of adversity, what they say and what they do. That's the true essence of a person. And you brought out your true essence. You're a white 58-year-old man in a black city. And you said what you really care about it. Ain't no ifs, ands, too much maybes about it. It is what it is. You're deserting at the time of war. And we all know in the military what happened when you desert. You should be deemed desertion status in a time of war. Because guess what? My community is at war. Facts. And you're punk privileged behind. Because that's what you is. You're a punk because of what you said. You're saying it's a war going on outside and I ain't got nothing for this. I'm retreating. I'm getting up out of here. So all them promises you made or whatever you made on your campaign trail where people say, yeah, I'm going to vote for this guy. And it's not just your fault. It's the city fault. Because they've been falling for that banana in the tailpipe of Democrats for way too long. The Democrats and the black church has destroyed Philadelphia far more than anything else. Get mad at me, fight me, I don't care. That's the truth. It's the truth. I bet you, I've never seen this in my lifetime, but I bet you did approval ratings. Krasner's approval rating will be higher than goddamn Kenny's. And we ain't never seen nothing like that. But I also never seen a time where we had this level of distrust for the government, for the administration, as well as the district attorney's office. And calling a spade, he did try to pass some policies and pass policy with a lot of backlash. That's gotten a lot of backlash to fix the criminal justice system in the city of Philadelphia. To fix for bail reform and all that. He has spearheaded that. He has put his neck on a chopping block. That is a fact. It's factual. And there's a lot of pressure been put on him because of that. There's a lot of naysayers put on him because of that. But what has Kenney done? Kenney had the audacity to say, no, if I had it my way, only people in Philadelphia that would have guns is the police. Do you know that puts you under a militant state? You freaking idiot. You understand? That's what you're an occupied state. At that moment, you become an occupied state. Are you stupid, man? So I pose as a black male in America, but better yet, Philadelphia, with the history that the police and the black community in Philadelphia has. I'm supposed to feel confident and safe with only the police having weapons? You dumb, man. Like, you dumb. You displayed a level of ignorance that is unfathomable. Like, it's really mind-blowing that you could display that level of ignorance, and then your writers have to come and try to fix it up and clean it up for you. Your spokesperson, and try to say, no, this is what he was trying. No, that's not what he said. What he said was what he said. You know what I'm saying? He can't wait till his term is over. He can't wait till he leave office. He can't wait till all this is behind him and he done with it. He washed his hands of it. That's what Son said. Ain't no way to say, oh, this is what he really meant. Nah, Karen. No, he said what he said. You understand? He said what he said. He can't wait until he can fade to black. But you won't do us all a favor by fading to black right now. No, you got your self-serving principles and stuff that you need to do that has nothing to do with the city of Philadelphia, clearly. You're not a man for the people. You're not a man. You're not a man for war. So, and why would you? And it's not like the thing that's mind blowing is like you act like you was running to be the mayor of Mayberry somewhere. You knew what the vibes was when you put your hat in the ring. That's the part. That's probably the biggest problem I have. You knew what time it was when you decided you wanted to put your hat in the ring. It wasn't no mystery. And the only reason why people know to today the extent of what's going on in that city, which Mayor John Street tried to conceal, which Mayor Nutter tried to conceal, because they didn't want Philadelphia with a bad light because of they trying to make it a tourist destination, which they international tourist destination, which they was able to do. But by doing that, they wanted to hide the atrocities that the communities was facing. For my people out there that don't know, and I'm sorry I didn't start this off right. I ain't asked y'all to like, share, subscribe, comment. If that's your first time here, I apologize. But this has really got me disturbed. It disturbed my peace. It disturbed my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like even today, they're trying to conceal the gravity of what's going on in Kensington. For anybody that's watching this video that don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and put in Kensington, Philadelphia. Kensington section of Philadelphia or Kensington, Philadelphia, whatever the case may be. It's going to come up and take a look at that, man. Take a look at it. It's the #1 open air heroin market. It's been that way for a long time. Only reason why people thought it was Baltimore, because they was lying to y'all, not letting y'all know what was going on there. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only reason why people always said Baltimore, because people are not aware of what's going on there. Anytime somebody tried to come and film there to show people what was going on in that city, they shut it down, man. They shut it down. The administration shut it down. This is all facts. But these are the conditions people have been living in. I can't even put a number on it, man. I can't even put a year, like, I can't even quantify that with years, man. That's how long this has been going on. Because before Kensington, you had the Badlands. Both are sections of North Philadelphia. Both are sections of North Philadelphia. Before Kensington, you had the Badlands. Right? They had the same kind of time. Flooded with heroin. Flooded with heroin. And this is the early 90s. You understand what I'm saying? Flooded with heroin, man. I don't see any tags as far as Alabama, not Reynolds. It's a documentary that was on PBC. Go watch it. Put PBC, Philadelphia Badlands. They did a whole documentary on it. Was talking about the squalor that the citizens were living in. And you know, people were forced to try to navigate. People who wasn't getting high. People who were just trying to live their life. The conditions they were forced to try to navigate and survive through. I mean, it's always been a violent city. That ain't nothing new. It has always been a violent city. Like I told y'all before, historically, it is the most brutal big city in America when it comes to homicides. It just is. Historically, it has been that. This ain't nothing new. I was raised in this, man. It wasn't nothing new. And I ain't never heard a mayor, even at the height of the crack epidemic, I never heard a mayor say what you said, man. Never. Now, granted, at that time, it was sections of the city that was under siege. Like North Philly's always been what it's been. South Philly was pretty much has always been what it's been. But during the height of the crack epidemic, you had West Philly. You had Southwest, because you had a crew called JBM. They are offspring of the Black Mafia. The Black Mafia was a bunch of Nation of Islam, through the Islam members. I want to say out of Temple 12 in North Philadelphia. They were the original Black Mafia. Well before Big Meats and all that other stuff. We're going to stop playing with stuff, man. Y'all got to understand history. The JBM sprung was an offspring of the Black Mafia, man. I'm not glorifying, I just want to give people a history lesson. You understand what I'm saying? The city's always been under siege with drugs and homicides. That ain't nothing new. Like I said, I never heard a mayor say what you said. Nobody never heard a mayor say what you said. My pop's 72 years old and never heard the mayor say what you said. That's black when with him, they had halfway organized gangs. There wasn't no blood and Crip stuff. It was like some Decepticons or whatever they was calling themselves. It was Black Panthers, quite naturally. You know, that's the era he grew up in. They had gangs. It was city-based, though. It wasn't no national type time. You know what I mean? But, no, that city's always been running amok with violence, man. That ain't nothing new. Now, this carjacking foolishness is new. At the scale that it is. You know, people used to steal cars. I remember 1,000 people getting caught. Man, that's crazy. But, back to your bum behind. Like I said, you're not a man of the people. You're not for the people. You're not cut for it. You're not built for it. So just fade to black. Do everybody a favor. Because that means to me you already done checked out anyway. So finish checking. Pull the plug. Make it official. Get off life support. Philadelphia citizens and residents, you got to wake up, man. You got to start making better decisions. Stop being in line with this party nonsense. Stop. It ain't never worked out. It ain't never worked out. And we keep attaching, we keep subscribing to an ideology that has never benefited us. You know what I mean? Philadelphia School District has been in bankruptcy for the last, I don't know, want me to be modest? 20 years? I'll be modest and say 20 years. It's been a broken system. Ain't near Democrat, Republican, whoever fixed it yet. Only thing that halfway curtailed gun violence was a stop and frisk, which was an illegal tactic because they scared to put real resources to stopping a real problem. They want to have a situation where violence begets violence. Meaning hostility begets hostility. Tension begets tension. Wake up. These tactics have never shown to be prolonged solutions. They've been immediate solutions to juke the numbers. And then you get under a false God saying, yeah, we made this a safe place. No, you didn't. Only thing you now, you're putting a lid on a powder and keg. That's all you're doing. That's waiting to blow. That's all you did because you didn't actually attack the actual problem. Y'all have never attacked the actual problem. Because the only thing y'all care about is what y'all do while y'all there so y'all could be remembered as whoever. Nah, all y'all is bums, man. And Kenney, you're gonna be at the top of the list of the bum association. BMA, Bum Mayor Association, you're gonna be at the top of it. Campaign for that. But I'm out, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment. And I ain't done. I got some more work for that Philadelphia administration. I'm just getting started with this. I got a lot more rounds in the clip. We're going to get to this, man. We're going to get to this. I'm not stopping. I'm going to dedicate this whole week to y'all. I'm going to dedicate this whole week to bringing life and bringing truth. You understand? But hope y'all got something out of this. Stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Appreciate y'all coming down to the corner with me, man.